Hi and welcome to the exciting Euro 2020 brackets 2021 edition of Down the Shed. Experiment number 5, because I'm not really a football fan, but I have got it on because you cannot miss this. I don't care who you are, you have to watch the England final, or at least have it on in the background. So let's combine everything we've done so far. Connect the wires according to the wiring checklist. Experiment number 5, combined circuit. Before pressing the switch, take a look at the schematic and think about what will happen as you turn the dial on the variable resistor. We'll abbreviate this to VR. Now press the switch with one hand and turn the dial with the other to see if you were right. As you turn the VR dial from right to left, we'll come back to that. So let's connect the circuit. We'll grab a bunch of wires, not that we need many. And my flag fell down. We'll put the flag back up on the window. You should see my car. I will insert a picture of my car here. I think you'll agree that's definitely a little bit of patriotic spirit. So anyway, we want to wire 27 to 56. The battery positive to the switch. During this competition, they're completely gone against the grain about 55 to 43. Switch to the 3.3k resistor. 44 to 42. So that'll be a really diddy short one. So that's the 10k resistor to the other side of the 3k resistor. All we got to do is play safe, bring it home. Mind you, if Italy get one in, I do win more money. I've got a few bets on. 42 to 48. So that'll be the 3.3 over to the variable resistor, or VR, not virtual reality. 49 to 1, which will be the variable resistor to LED. We want a longer one for that. I'm just trying to keep these wires neat. So 49 to 1, 45 to 3. Again, we'll look for another longish one. There we go. 10k to the other LED. Both the I think that's both the positive sides of the LEDs. So that's both of the cathodes on the positive of the LEDs. 2 to 4, 4 to 26. So a little one. 2 to 4, which is both of the negatives or anodes. And 4 to 6. 4 to 26 even, which will be to the negative of the battery. Constantly going out to that wide area. So on that occasion it was Luke Shaw. On the other side, so we'll kill some lights. We'll connect the battery. So the VR is all the way up to the right as we turn it from right to left. As you turn the VR dial from right to left, LED 1 will go from bright to dim. LED 2 will go from visible to off. Well, LED 2 went from it's actually working in reverse to what it suggests on the paperwork. So LED 2 goes from off to visible from right to left, and LED 1 will go from bright to dim, which is correct. Let's try doing this like this. We haven't found themselves behind in the game too often in the last 2 or 3 years. So I'm just going to recheck the wiring to make sure this is correct and the right up isn't. So 27 to 56, which is correct. Lights 55 to 43. No, that's wrong. No, that is right. 55 to 43. 44 to 42.
Very good side in England that have started this game with a lot of confidence. First time they've been behind at Euro 2020.
44 to 42. 42 to 48, which is correct. 49 to 1, which is correct. 45 to 3. Which is correct. 2 to 4, 2 to 4 and 4 to 26. So the wiring is actually correct as per the diagram, as per the wiring checklist. I'm now just going to quickly check this off against the diagram and I'll be back with you. Okay, so as you turn the VR dial from right to left, LED 1 will go from bright to very dim, which is correct. And LED D2 will go from visible to off, which is incorrect. It goes from off to visible. So they have worded it wrong. So as you turn the VR dial from right to left, LED 1 will go from bright to very dim, and LED 2 will go from from off to visible. So I will pick them up on this. There will be an email sent. I'll make a follow-up video if I get a reply. Lights off. So turn the dial from right to left. LED 1 will go from bright to very dim. LED 2 will go from visible to off. What they meant there, as I said before, was off to visible, as you can see there. So we do need to contact Elenco Electronics, Wheeling, Illinois, USA, and discuss the error in the catalogue. So I'll just bring that up quickly so you can see it for yourself. So there's the water diagram, there's the schematic, there's the wiring diagram as I've done it, and there's their incorrect wording. So what's happening is this: with the dial turned all the way to the right, the VR is 0 ohms, much smaller than 10k, so nearly all the current passing through the 3.3 will take the VR LED 1 path, and very little will take the 10k LED 2 path. As so, when the VR dial is turned to 8%, the VR is 10k, the same as the other path, so we'll say about there. And the current flowing through the 3.3 ohm would divide equally between the two LED paths, making them equally bright. As the VR dial is turned to the left, the VR becomes a 50k ohm, much larger than 10k, and LED 1 will become dim while LED 2 gets brighter. Now is a good time to take notes on how resistors work in series and parallel. All electronic circuits are much larger combinations of series and parallel circuits such as these. It is important to understand these ideas because soon we'll apply them to capacitors and inductors. So, a good little experiment. Sadly, they worded this wrong, so that was a shambles. It doesn't make me look good. If I'd have tested this up front, I could have picked that up earlier. I will be taking a photo of that. In fact, I'm going to highlight it and contacting Elenco, and as I say, I'll make an updated video on what their reply is and even highlight the email if I receive one back. So, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I hope this little cock up on Elenco's part hasn't put you off any further of my videos. I might build the circuits in advance in future and test them out before building them on camera. It is what it is. There's not a lot I can do about that. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. So what do we think of the England game? I'll show you.
This is Rashford who is seeing the technique. He watches the goalkeeper. He's very good at penalties. We thought he'd scored because the keeper had gone the wrong way, and then it agonisingly hits the post.
He did. He'd send him the wrong way. You can see his eyes not on the ball at all. He's watching the goalkeeper, so he sees that and he scuffs it too much. He pulls it too much, unfortunately.
I've never taken a penalty with that style, but I always consider that it's a penalty for me. And again, many takers take them very well, but in the training ground behind.